Startup.
Shana Tova. Thank you for joining us. We're so happy to be together in really the only way we can be, in a safe way. You can see we've got lots of folks who are in their cars poking their heads out of sunroofs. And we have our wonderful shofar blowers, Eli Bernstein and Patty Freeman Dorson. They're going to blow the shofar for us so that we can experience the mitzvah of hearing the shofar calls directly at 1 o'clock. So in a few moments we'll begin here. At 2 o'clock we'll be at Shapiro's downtown, that center of Jewish cultural life. And then we'll be at West Park in Carmel at 3. So if you are not able to join us in person here at the synagogue, perhaps you're able to just poke your head in and be with us a little bit in person. We can feel like we're together in person at 2 o'clock downtown or 3 in Carmel. Take a look at our scene here. We've got our tireless executive director, Dan Cillian, running the show.
Hello, everyone.
Had a wonderful
Happy New
service
Year.
this morning live. Okay. Yeah, it'll be a better image too, right?
Yep.
Rabbi Jordana Cherna Reader is with us here to help us with shofar.
We'll also be at West Park at 3 o'clock. So.
And any services that you have missed, they're all recorded. So if you go to our website, you click on, I think the button says click here for the High Holiday experiences, and then you'll find recorded services, live services, Zoom services, live stream services. Sonia Cantor, our amazing technical guru, has been helping us stay up to speed, and we're so grateful for her support, as well as a crew of thousands to keep us technically up and running and streaming. We appreciate everyone's patience today.
Day. Shabbat Tova. What a nice way to get our new year going.
It is. This is a nice crowd. All right, so we're going to go, I guess if they're up on the, nice, we'll put our shofar blowers on the stairs. The Natova will begin in just a moment. Thank you so much for joining us. We have been missing you. We've been live in our sanctuary looking out at empty seats, and it is just not the same. We're so happy to share this day, this wonderful celebration of the new year with you. Thanks for coming. We'll begin in just a moment.
Exactly. Let's see him through the masks.
Can you take some still shots?
bit today. I so look forward to getting to know you and getting to meet you and really getting this year off right. So thank you for coming and wishing you a happy, healthy, and joyous new year.
Thank you. While we are waiting a moment for maybe a few more people to arrive, I want to share a brief story with you. Years ago, when a fire broke out in the village, all of the people would drop everything they were doing. They would band together. They would carry water from the well to put out the blaze. And once, one of the villagers came to the big city, and he suddenly heard bells ringing and horns blowing. "What is all this noise?" he said. "Well, whenever there's a fire," said someone near him, "we ring the bells and blow the horns to put out the fire," came the reply. Well, the man immediately returned to his village. He told the elders about this great discovery. "From now on," he said, "whenever there is a fire, we too will blow the horns and ring the bells like they do in the big city. And in this way we'll put out the fire." Well, the next time there was a fire in the village, the town elders took out their horns and began to blow, rang their bells. But the fire did not go out. The fire got worse. And the elders all gathered around in surprise. How come this didn't work? And they immediately made a plan to go visit the big city and ask what they had done wrong. Why did those alarms not put out the fire? Well, when they finally got back to the big city and they asked, what were we missing? Of course, they shared with the villagers that they were missing a critical step. When you hear the bells, when you hear the sirens, that is a call to action, they said. The fire won't go out on its own, no matter how much we ring the bells and sound the horns. The fire is burning. The shofar sounds as our alarm. In so many ways we are hurting. In so many ways our world needs our action. And so the shofar is that call to action on Rosh Hashanah. It is the alarm that wakes us up from our slumber. It is one of our most cherished customs. There's nothing quite like its sound. The shofar evokes centuries of history and years past, when we gathered in the same community, when we shared holidays with generations of the same families, when together we entered a new year. The shofar sounds 100 times traditionally over the course of the Yamin Noraim, the days of awe, to remind us of the wholeness of our prayers, the connectedness of our communities, but most of all to remind us of God's presence in our lives. Not only the still small voice inside us, the compassion that exists between us, the care to see one another in God's image. Also, the shofar says this universe, all that has been created within it, it should make us feel a little bit small on these days. There is a throne, there is a king and a queen, and like any beloved queen and king, they are aware of each of us, our subjects. Let these sounds shake us on this day. Let us not withstand the piercing cries which reverberate the sternum, transcend all our ability to form hope into words and words into prayers. Let it be this guttural, raw, broken, and yet majestic sound that lifts us up and lifts our prayers to heaven's gates. In the Torah we read, this should be a day of the blasting sounds for you. The mitzvah is to hear this sound in every corner of the world, to stand with this community, let the blast wash over us and through us, so that God's sovereignty might be proclaimed across the land. Yashar Koach, B'Shana Tova. It is wonderful to see you all here. This is going to have to be as close as we get to each other this year, unfortunately, but next year we will be together, B'Shana Haba'ah. We hope that it is a wonderful Rosh Hashanah for you, that you are able to hug your families and those you love, to share a meal with them. Even now, hugging is fine, but only if you're quarantining together. Our Tot service is still available. All of our services are available online. We look forward to seeing you there. And again, at Yom Kippur. Shabbat Shalom to you all. Shana Tova.